Chapter 14, Foreign Film. Let's get into Revenge from 2017, which is a French thriller. It's directed by Coralie Bourgiat. Sorry if I butchered that name. Sure I did, as always. Stars Matilda, Anna Ingrid Lutz, Kevin Janssens, Vincent Colombe, and not many others. And the synopsis is: never take your mistress on an annual guy's getaway, especially one devoted to hunting. A violent lesson for 3 wealthy married men. Pretty solid synopsis there. First thing with the movie, I actually saw this at a midnight premiere at Sundance in 2017, which was awesome. I saw a lot of movies that year, and I think I went 2016 and 2017, or it was 2017, 2018, can't remember which, but I did see this one opening night premiere with my sister, and it was amazing. And I've watched it just one more time since then for this show. And I guess, good thing to know, it is a rape revenge movie. It is about an American girl who goes with this wealthy guy out to his vacation desert home. And then these 2 other friends of his show up who are going to go hunting with him. The main guy leaves, and then the 2 men, or one ends up raping her while the other guy is gone. The other guy looks the other way, and then they attempt to kill her. She ends up falling off a cliff and impaling herself on a branch, I believe it is. And the movie does set itself up for being in a fantasy. It's not saying, all right, she's going to survive this easy. So it's not meant to be super real. The rape is, and certain things are, but there is still a over-the-top kind of B-movie feel to it, but in a really good way. And it does help. There's not inherently a bad thing putting rape in a movie, but you need to make sure that you have a good reason for it and how you decide to shoot it, the meaning in the story. It's a very, very delicate thing to put into a movie, and pretty daring. And it's good that this movie is written and directed by a woman. So the rape is very weird camera angles, sounds. It's not really in your face. And so that's effective. But the main thing with this movie is it's called Revenge, and the revenge is so satisfying. Like, there aren't a lot of rape revenge movies out there, for a good reason, I guess. But this one is by far one of the best. She really grows as a character through the whole movie. She's first this sort of, not daffy, but kind of normal American pretty girl. And then she ends up becoming this fortified, confident killer in a sense. And so despite the really disturbing first act where there is that rape, the violence against those 3 men is great. And it's very satisfying, pretty bloody, but not so ridiculous that it's either too gory or too ridiculous. There's definitely some blood splatters and things like that, but it's very effective. The ending fight in the house where it's covered in blood, they're slipping and sliding across all the blood that's been spilled. The girl and the main guy, that's fantastic. Probably the best part of the movie. Really intense, really gross because they're covered in blood and it's a mess. But the whole movie, very nail biting, good action, good direction. The main actress is fantastic in that role. And the other guys are all right. They do the decent job. But the overall arc of that character, the overall arc of the story is very effective, very memorable. And it does give you that sense of, despite how horrible the first act is and how she's beaten down and left for dead, literally, there is that inspiring story and that courage of her going through like one of the worst things you could possibly imagine and then getting revenge on all 3 of those guys in a short amount of time, leaving no prisoners and going on her way. The sequence at the river with the one guy is really good. The stabbing in the eye is good. And also where she does fall off the cliff or jumps off the cliff. I can't remember which it is if she gets pushed, but where she gets impaled, that's pretty crazy to watch, and how she gets off and all that. So a little squeamish, but not really in a bad way. And so it's a very good movie, not an easy watch, because even after the rape, it's very violent, it's dark and grim, but very powerful movie. One of the better underrated, unknown action revenge thrillers out there, especially coming from France. I haven't seen many films of this style done from France. Not to say that's a bad thing, but it's sort of refreshing in that way. So check it out. Just got to be in the right mood because it's quite something. So that is a 4.5 out of 5.